Good evening, WPA. It is I, Phillip Alexander Carrington IV. And it's the moment you've been waiting for. Since I've announced last week about this top 10, my inbox has been flooded with members from the Dirt Sheets and from Cultaholics and What Culture, trying to find out just who made my top 10. Even Mr. Metzler herself wanted to know. Get a leak here. But it's such a guarded secret. My former task and jobs in my past would not allow me to divulge such information. Before I get to my top 10, there were some honorable mentions. And while these people were impressive in themselves, they couldn't make my top 10. Not for the year, anyway. On my honorable mentions, in no particular order, let's start with Mr. Michael Oliver Nathaniel Everett Young, otherwise known as Money. The man burst onto the scene, and in his third match was the TV champion. Went on to defend it successfully, and then upon losing it, staked claim to the world champion. Earned his shot, and then did what he said he was going to do, and became the world champion. Had a very successful run until losing it. And this is where things took a turn for the worst. And while he may have won team championships afterwards, he's never quite risen back to the level that he was at when he was the champ. Quite disappointing. Stocks and Lucky Charms went down when he lost. Yes. Quite sad, actually. Next on my list of honorable mentions is a man who was a former world champion himself. Former tag team champ, trios. I think even once a triple threat championship. Man's used to winning and losing. And just for that alone is why he's an honorable mention. Captain Chaos. Man who Jermaine Walker seems to beat every single time. And why did you say he would make his accolades? Why would he be on the honorable mentions? Because the man's brain matter allowed him to be bamboozled into allowing another person into a one-on-one match that he might have won and retained his title. But he lost it because of that. Quite foolish, actually. That and he's a Panthers fan. So, there's that. Also making honorable mentions, another former world champ, former tag team champ, former game professor. And you may ask, a man of his caliber, why is he on honorable mention? Because he simply disappeared. I had to dig deep in the archives, and the only thing I had to watch was mostly his tag team matches recently with Johnny Rocco. Quite impressive indeed, but it's like he just gave up. Became a part-time, paid for appearance type individual. To each his own. Next on my honorable mentions is David the Beast Smith. Curious fellow from Canada. Drinks Beastwisers, which is not funny. We all know what you're drinking, David. Former TV champ, former tag champ. Two-time game changer. But has missed opportunity after opportunity after opportunity to be the world champ. Even an IC champ. It might have moved him up my list. Currently, he will be engaged in a match where he may, once again, as you Americans say, shit the bed. Buttons are easily pushed. There's the need to respond to made up accusations. It is what it is, as you Americans would say. And next, and then lastly, on my honorable mention list, the essential J. Lamasters. Now, I've heard Johnathan repeatedly say that this individual is one of the toughest SOBs one-on-one in WPA. Hell, it took Jermaine Walker 4 times to finally defeat him. And as impressive as he is, it makes me wonder, why has he never been the world champ? If he's that tough. Why has he never been an intercontinental champ? If he's that tough. He just recently was a triple threat champion, and in his first defense, lost it. And Johnathan has touted that is one of his downfalls, and in group matches, he is 50-50. It's like flipping a coin, and both sides are heads, and he loses. But he was still impressive enough to make my honorable mentions. Yes, indeed. I do wish him luck as we step into the new year. New title opportunities that may be right up his alley. Stop, Jeffrey. That's not funny. Yes, that's quite funny, Jeffrey. Don't do that again. Now, for the moment you've been waiting for, as you like to call me, Talk 4's top 10 impressive performers of the year. At number 10, we have the Prince of Crime, Delirious. A man who successfully defended his triple threat championship 4 straight times, earning himself a shot at the IC title. And this is why he's number 10, because he did not gain said title. How you go on a hot streak of 4 straight wins, get to the mountain, and then fall. Bewilders me, but your 4 wins. That was impressive enough as it is to at least make the top 10. It sticks out. Hold your head high. At number 9, we have the Lucha Libre. Quite curious fellow indeed. 2-time IC champ, television champ, game changer champ. I could go on. But for some reason, not a world champ. I dare to say that he could have been a Grand Slam champion. He was a little more tenacious in the ring. But at least you made my top 10. That's a feat. Treasure it. At number 8, Big Mad. Excuse me. Former world champion, although he didn't deserve it. TV champ. Successfully defended 4 times, although 2 of them were ties. IC champ with successful defenses. Tag champ, currently, with a successful defense. And I believe a trios champion. On a road to a Grand Slam. So why is he number 8? His lack of logic, of understanding simple logic, and lack of common sense is why he's number 8. The man's mind matter has him reacting like he's in kindergarten. And somebody called him ugly. And he says, I know you are, but what am I? Somebody touts that his match was fixed. He touts their matches are going to be fixed. No originality. And good lord, man can't spell worth a shit. Or use the proper words and sentences. I think he has a hearing problem too. At number 7, the king of the scallywags himself. And the fact that I even am acknowledging him on this list makes me quite ill. But the former TV champ, former IC champ, 2-time tag champ, Grand game changer champ, and is currently in a match for the world title, the Darkstalker. Now, he would have impressed me had, when WPA formed, he had immediately made an impact. But it took him so long that the fear people once had of the Darkstalker is you would used to hear the Darkstalker's name and it would strike fear and paranoia in the mind. Not so now he's just a scallywag, hiding behind a mask. What is that? Aged very well. At number 6, we have the Lady Assassin. And I've watched her on suggestion of Johnathan, and yeah, she's very impressive. Current TV champ. A fighter. A true warrior. That in itself impressed me enough to put her on this list, but not higher than what she is. Because she has had fallings and failings here and there. But her ability to pick herself up and rise above it made her rise up my list a little. At number 5, we have the Thai villain. Now, the Thai villain is a student of the game, sometimes a teacher. Man's held multiple championships across the prediction leagues. At one point, he was a double champ here, holding a game changer and a triple threat championship. He's been an IC champion, I believe a trios here and there. He's always in contention for a title, and there's always the fear that he will take your title from you because he is that damn good. But he's inconsistent. But he did impress me. At number 4, and this is one that's going to probably cause an argument and hurt some feelings. But do I care? Not really. Jermaine, the man who came into WPA holding all the gold and then gave it up to allow others a shot at greatness. While he himself mulled in the dark obscurity, win a match here, lose a match there, win a match here, win a match here, lose this one that you should have won. Until he won an IC title and then lost. Then just muddled in the darkness until he talked his way into the world title match and won it. And then became the longest reigning world champ in WPA history. So why is he at number 4? It's not because he lost it once. He got it bad. As a matter of fact, the man beat every killer goon in a span of 6 weeks. Jesus Christ. What kind of faction are you? You let the one man come in and beat all of them. But here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. Well, he deserved to be on the list, of course. It's no question about that. I expect him to win. Thus, I'm not that impressed when he does. As a matter of fact, if he doesn't win, I'm shocked. The man just went over to an indie league and won a TV title. He attracts belts. And that is why he's at number 4, not lower. Just trust me, I was going to put him lower. I would have got to 8. Do I care? At number 3, is the person I would have had at number one. But since we're going through a whole year, I didn't feel it right. But it's none other than the Queen herself at number three. First Queen of WPA, and now the Intercontinental Queen of WPA. And she's been on a tear lately until recently, if you will forgive her for that. She was probably out celebrating so much she forgot she had a match. But simply put, she's the queen. And if you are ranked above her, there's a reason. Don't worry, queen, my lawyers are on it. At number two. Now, this feat alone is why he's in my top 10 for the year. WPA starts, and a surprise individual who floundered in the league of WTPL had a reputation of not winning the big ones when it counted. Comes in and becomes the first WPA World Champion. The man has had multiple reigns as a game-changer champ, and along with another individual has elevated the game-changer championship, staking claim to be the greatest game-changer champion. Although that's Bobby Blaze. He lives up to his name. And folks, when I tell you, watching Bobby Blaze perform in the ring, I can see why he was world champion, and one day may again be world champ if given the opportunity. The man's creativity in the ring and outside of the ring is unmatched by anyone here in WPA. I dare to say he's cornered the market on that. The man, as game changer champ, held ingenious matches, challenged all of the top admin in WPA to a match and beat them all at one time. Faced one member of each faction and beat them all. Need I say any more, folks? It's Bobby Blaze, Bobby Blaze, Bobby Blaze, Bobby Blaze, Bobby Blaze at number two. So who's number one? Folks, as I did my little research, number one stuck out to me for numerous reasons. One being that when it comes to the game changer title, and you look at the history of it, one name continuously pops up. Even Bobby Blaze will tell you, even though he's defeated this man before, when he goes back, he loses. And it would be the only other person that could lay claim to be the greatest game changer champion. And he was the first game changer champion. He was the first winner of the WPA Royal Rumble. Former TV champ. 6-time game Changer champion. The only man thus far that can honestly say he beat what the self-claimed god of WPA in a world title match and took his belt from him. My number one, ladies and gentlemen, is Johnny Rocco. The man synonymous with the Game Changer title. A man who went through half a roster and is the longest Game Changer champion. You know, I saw him losing matches here and there, and I didn't think anything of it until I actually looked back at Jonathan's notes on Johnny Rocco. If you look at my list of top 10 performers, they've all have had interaction with Johnny Rocco. Whether it be a Game Changer championship, tag teaming with him, going against him in a tag team match, competing against him for a title. Each member of that list has had to step their game up when facing Johnny Rocco. And I thought to myself, this man is ranked 15 currently in the WPA. But at one point in time, he was ranked number 1. So to you, Mr. Rocco, congratulations on my year-end list. You're number 1 in my top 10. Now, you can go down below, argue all you want to. But you can't fight facts, folks. That impressed the hell out of me. I mean, going against 30 individuals to claim a Royal Rumble victory and earn yourself a world title match. Beating formidable opponents to earn world title match. Hell, beating the man himself, Jermaine Walker, in a world title match. Outsmarting him. Folks, there's nothing else to say. Now, and as we begin the new year, I will be watching very hard as we have new performers here. And I already have my eye on a couple of individuals. Yes, I do. There's the Big J Browski. There's Miss Shona Campbell. Hell, I'm still watching the ones in my top 10 now. And day 1 starts tomorrow. And I will have my first pick of the year. Will it be you? We shall see. Until then, folks, Happy New Year. Oh, for the love of Christ. Good day.